Back to throw, steps up, gets away from a potential sack, now throws downfield, got a man open, and it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Shun Brown with an outstanding catch.
Wildcat Football Weekly, presented by Vantage West Credit Union. On the go, online, or in person, Vantage West offers more banking choices, lower fees, and more personalized service. Visit VantageWest.org to learn why Arizona Wildcat fans deserve more.
Welcome to another edition of Wildcat Weekly with head coach Rich Rodriguez. Cats are on the road again this week as they take on the Utah Utes in Salt Lake City. And normally I don't like to ask you about injuries, Coach, but they have mounted up. How do you guys deal with it? You've got a week, of course, now to get ready, but there's some new guys that have just had to step up.
Unfortunately, on my list here, I did it to remind myself, there's like 28 guys on the injury list and 18 of them are starters. So it's just unfortunate. I think we got to, certainly adjust a little bit as coaches. When you have an inexperienced guy, you don't want to do too much mentally and make it worse from that standpoint. But, we don't have a whole lot of breaks until a week and a half, so we got to just put some young guys in there and go.
All right, well, Khalil Tate, of course, got some of the headlines. True freshman, playing his first game at UCLA the other night, put up some nice numbers. And I guess the thing that stood out, and you tell us you're a lot closer to the action, obviously, is he did not look fazed at all by the circumstance.
He actually was calmer in the game than he was during practices. Of course, we try to make our practices a little tougher on him, but for a 17-year-old freshman that was probably going to be redshirted, he went in there and competed, made some plays, and I think we'll be able to do a little bit more with him each week. Don't know about our quarterback situation, but Khalil's got a great future, and I think our fans can see that with him and some of the other young guys we have in our program. We're going to be all right in the future.
All right, Utah coming up on Saturday night in Salt Lake City. Utes have a very good defense once again this year, but give us just a thumbnail sketch of what the fans will see.
They're very aggressive. They'll blitz sometimes, but a lot of times they don't have to because they're good enough with their front four to put pressure on the quarterbacks. They're very long and athletic. This is probably the best group of receivers they've ever had. Very, very tall, very explosive guys. They got an outstanding quarterback. So it's going to be a challenge. They're playing at their place. We've played well there, but they have a great crowd, and they'll be into it.
Do you believe in matchups at all because you've had success against Utah the last few years?
I think it's more of a product of us playing one of our better games execution-wise in the last several years against them, and that's been a good thing because we've had to. They've been very good, and we've played really well both at their place and our place when we've matched up with them.
All right, Cats and the Utes Saturday night, 7 o'clock Arizona time is the kickoff at Rice-Eccles Stadium, and more Wildcat Weekly right after this.
To us, you're not a bank account. You're not a credit card. To us, you're our friends and neighbors, a part of our history, a key to our future, and you deserve more. More opportunity, more flexibility, and more personal service. We are Vantage West, and you deserve more. Stop in today or visit us online to experience more.
It's important to have someone you trust when it comes to your banking needs. Achieving your financial goals is Vantage West's top priority. Visit VantageWest.org to learn more.
And welcome back to Wildcat Weekly. Our guest this week is Fanene, senior defensive lineman, started at nose guard against UCLA on Saturday night. So everybody says, well, why do you call him Fish? How long have you had the nickname?
Been there for like 4 years now.
Really?
And start from when on the equipment guy, he can't say my first name, so he just started calling me Fish. So it's easier for him to recognize me or call me.
And so now everybody's chimed in.
Everybody started calling me Fish, and I stick with that.
Okay, you're okay with it?
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
All right. Well, tell us about the start on Saturday night. I know the result was not what you guys wanted to see, but the first half or so, the defense really kind of held UCLA at bay. What stood out for you?
It was really good. I think we came off start pretty good and execute pretty good. And for me, it was just another man stepping up. Better make sure to be ready and able to play and to come on and play and just have fun. Yeah.
Coach has talked a lot about wanting to get pressure on opposing quarterbacks, and it seems like the defense this year has really grown in that area. because of all the movement and everything that Coach Yates has you doing, are you guys finding lanes to get to the opposing quarterbacks more?
Yes, doing our blitz and our stemming, D-line be able to move around and we try to penetrate through the gaps and as best as we can and be able to end as fast as we can and try to get to a quarterback and make plays. Okay,
you're from American Samoa, and tell us about the football there. What you enjoyed about it, and do the kids there love to play football? Is it a big sport?
It's definitely a big sport. A lot of kids loved it, and it's a way to be able to get out of trouble, and it's a good environment too. Parents and the staff, they support very strictly on that because that's like opportunity for us, some of us, but to get out of college and have scholarship and to be able to have a good education.
Very good. All right, he is Fish Fanene. He'll be in action Saturday night, Wildcats and the Utes in Salt Lake City. We'll see you next week here on Wildcat Weekly.
Thanks for watching Wildcat Football Weekly, presented by Vantage West Credit Union. Visit vantagewest.org to learn how you can get more personalized service, federally insured by NCUA.